Second game of the Bundesliga, 3-2 win for Bayern against Augsburg. And we're undefeated in the Bundesliga. We get the win. 3 points is 3 points. But you guys, let's be honest with ourselves. Everyone be honest with yourselves. This was a frustrating game for Bayern. There's no other way about it. This game reeked. And it's not because the football is bad. It's because certain men in this team, certain men at this club, one, keep missing chances, and two, keep getting minutes. And we're going to talk about it. As you've seen in the title of my video, yes, he played well, but I'm labeling this game a LUIZ DIAZ disaster. And on top of that, another game and more ammunition to get Boey out of this club, FC Bayern München. Sacha Boey is, we're going to talk about Sacha Boey, but Sacha Boey is probably, I'll tell you right now, one of the biggest liabilities to ever put on the Bayern jersey. That's not even an argument. This guy reeks. He is a defensive liability. He needs to get out of my club. He should not be getting minutes. Even in games where we are 3-0 up, he is coming on and screwing us straight up the asshole. But we're going to talk about it when we talk about the team overall. But here we go, 3-2. You know, you guys, we dominated this game. We were dominating this game. You know, the first half starts, by the way, LUIZ DIAZ, 22 seconds in. I kid you not. Go watch the highlights if you haven't. Go rewatch it if you haven't rewatched it. LUIZ DIAZ misses from 3 yards out a tap in. From 3 yards out, LUIZ DIAZ misses a tap in. So we're already starting the game off playing well, but within 20 seconds, we're already setting the tone of how clinical we were going to be on the day. And let me tell you right now, the story, the theme of our story today in front of goal was unclinical as fuck. Scheisse. Just unbearable to watch at times, the finishing we displayed today. In today's game. Today. What am I talking about? I'm having a stroke. But anyway, we start the game off strong. Eventually, we get our goal. Gnabry, great header, a great assist by Harry Kane. Gnabry, by the way, at the number 10. I mean, I'm not going to be fooled, Serge. I need this more and more and more. I need to see this every game. But so far, you just got to go off of the performance we've seen, where I'm not going to look into the past too much. Serge Gnabry is playing this number 10 role in the absence of Musiala very well, because you're seeing with Serge Gnabry is that, yes, he doesn't have the pace he had 5 years ago because of his injuries, because of his weight gain or physical restructuring. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, he doesn't have the pace to play on those wings, but in the number 10, he doesn't need that pace. He still has the skills, ability, and the brain to pick up the right spaces, to make the right passes, to create in the number 10, which is good to see. So far, so good with Gnabry in the number 10. I'm really happy with him so far this season. And then to end the first half off, LUIZ DIAZ gets his second, LUIZ DIAZ gets his second big chance of the game, but this time he puts it away with a left-footed finish, assisted by the man himself, Konrad Laimer, a.k.a. Konrad Laimer. Let's call him Konrad Laimer. I'm not comparing him to Lahm. He's not even in the same galaxy as Philipp Lahm. But let's just call him Konrad Laimer. Why not? We're calling Upamecano, Upa Maldini, Upa Beckenbauer, Konrad Laimer. Let's trademark the game. So we end the first half off strong, 2-0. You're thinking, oh my God, all the momentum going into the second half. Augsburg had nothing. We completely shut Augsburg off in that first half. Really good performance. It was a perfect performance from Bayern in that first half. Away from home against Augsburg, they were playing with a lot of intensity. Sandro Wagner sent his team out there to try and press us, to try and make us uncomfortable, but we were playing out of their press very well. So that was good to see. And then you go into the second half, and you think we kill the game off there. Michael Olise, 3 minutes in, assisted by Harry Kane. He gets the ball in behind, puts it away, slightly gets lucky. Finn Dahmen, the Augsburg goalkeeper, just cannot get his full foot to it, and it dribbles back into the back of the net. So you're thinking at 3-0, all is good, all is great. And then Sacha Boey comes on. Now, hold on, let's rewind. Sacha Boey was not on the field when Augsburg scored their first. And to be honest, I'm not too panicked about the defense. I see some people maybe coming away with negative thoughts about our defense. I'm coming away with negative thoughts about Sacha freaking Boey. But that first goal, it's really just a little bit unfortunate, in all honesty. Like, people will see the wide open volley in our box, and you could criticize that. But to be honest, Augsburg did get very lucky on that goal. I mean, Upamecano put in 2 clean challenges. I'm forgetting who it was that crossed the ball to Jakic. Actually, you could see here who crossed the ball to Jakic for that assist. Robin Fellhauer. Upamecano put in 2 clean challenges and got the ball, and it just bounced right back into his path. And then even Jonathan Tah got a block in, and it went back into his path, and he got the cross off after 3 or 4 attempts. So a little bit unlucky, my first goal. I'm not looking at that first goal and dissecting it with any real analysis. It is what it is. That happened. It's that second goal. And the second goal is solely the fault of one man. Who this man is, we're going to get there right now. And it even says it right here. Sacha Boey made an error that led to a goal for Augsburg. I mean, I didn't even have to say it to you guys. You see it on the screen. This man, this time, remember, I've been calling for Sacha Boey to just check his shoulders to see any oncoming runners for balls coming into the back post. This time, Sacha Boey does it. He's aware of players around him. Credit to you, Sacha. But this time, when the ball comes to his feet to do the actual defending part of it, what does Sacha Boey do? He misses the ball. The ball bounces in between his foot, and it falls right into the Augsburg player. I'm forgetting his name right now. Who is it? Who scored that second goal? Mert Kumar. Falls right into his path. He puts it away. It's 3-2, and now all of a sudden we're under pressure. Now all of a sudden Bayern is under pressure. It's 3-2. I will say, after that, they didn't really have many chances. I think Augsburg had maybe one headed opportunity in the 89th minute. That was close. They probably should have done better there. But we did compose ourselves well under that Augsburg press and the pressure they're putting onto us to try and get those goals. But again, the frustrating thing about this game, now, I'm not looking into the first goal as much. The second goal, completely Sacha Boey's fault. You can't really do anything about that, an individual error. But the frustrating thing about this game, the real big frustrating thing about this game, I'm not a stats merchant, guys, but, it's unacceptable. It's unacceptable. Do you see the big chances created? And in fact, the stats get it wrong. I think we had more than 9 big chances created this evening in this game. We had more than 9 big chances, like at least 12. At least 12. But if we're going off the stat sheet, 9 big chances created. 9. And we end up with 3 goals. Literally a repeat of the Wiesbaden game from the Cup earlier this week. We had 10, 12 chances. We come away with 3 goals. This time, again against Augsburg, 9 big chances, and we come away with only 3 goals. And it comes to my point about the biggest issue you could complain about the defense. You could say, oh, Tah isn't good enough. I still don't trust Upamecano. Is Kim Min-jae and Ito and Stanisic proper cover at center? But whatever, we need a deeper squad. You could make all those arguments. But one thing you sometimes have to be a little sympathetic to defense is their lives don't get easier when our attack keeps missing chance after chance after chance and allowing teams the opportunity to climb and crawl their way back with maybe just one goal. The number one way to suffocate teams is by taking your chances. And when you're this Bayern team, when you're company, and you want to suffocate teams in the press with possession, winning your duels, winning the ball back in 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds, 5 to 8 seconds, that's all great. You can be one of the best teams, if not the best team in Europe at doing that, creating chances. But you can do all that suffocation, make your opponent so uncomfortable all game. But if you do not suffocate them with what really matters, which is the goals, there will always be an opportunity for teams to come back. You will not fully be taking advantage of all that good work you're doing throughout the game. The team does great work. We play out of the press well. We press well. We win the ball back well. We dominate the game. We suffocate opponents. But the number one way to kill teams off from all that good work is scoring the goals. And we are not putting away the chances. We should have 6 goals. Before Augsburg gets their first goal in this game, we should have 6 goals, 5, 6 goals. And that's not an over-exaggeration. When it's 3-2, we created another 4 big chances to kill the game off. 4-2, 5-2, relay that pressure off of us and close out the game comfortably. And we miss the chances. We miss the 1v1s. We make the wrong choices in the final third. So you have to understand, if we put away our chances in the first half and before the Augsburg goal, let's just say before the first Augsburg goal, if we put away our chances, we should have 4, 5 goals. And if we score 4 or 5 goals, maybe Augsburg is completely out of the game and they don't even score the first goal. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Kill the game off when you get the chances. Kill it early. And this team isn't doing that. And speaking of missed chances, we have to talk about the king of missed chances right now, LUIZ DIAZ. Now, I don't want to start a hate train on him. I'm not saying he's a failed transfer. He's only played 4 or 5 official games for Bayern. And I am seeing very good things from LUIZ DIAZ. I think any Bayern fan will say, wow, LUIZ DIAZ plays with more of a brain than Leroy Sané, and he still gives us the defensive work Leroy Sané would give. It's been a positive signing so far, but what I'll say in the last 2 games for LUIZ DIAZ is the amount of chances you're missing is too much, bro. It really is way too much. Way too much. I mean, let's just go to the Pokal game earlier this week. LUIZ DIAZ should have had 4 goals. And that's not an over-exaggeration. LUIZ DIAZ should have had 4 to 5 goals against Wiesbaden in the cup this past week. And then it's not an over-exaggeration to say this game today against Augsburg, he should have had another 4 goals. And I'm not talking about half chances. I'm talking about 1v1s. I'm talking about the 3-yard open goal tap and miss that I talked about 20 seconds into the game. These are the kinds of chances I'm talking about. He should have had 4 goals today. He should have had 4 goals during the week. If LUIZ DIAZ had finishing ability, and, I won't lie, people from the Premier League, Liverpool fans did warn, saying LUIZ DIAZ does have howlers in front of goal like we've seen today, like we've seen this week. So I'm not expecting him to not do this for the rest of the season, but all I beg for you, LUIZ DIAZ, is to just improve your efficiency in front of goal, improve your clinicality in front of goal, just 30%. Just 30%, and it'll be better than Leroy Sané. Because I'll tell you right now, based off chance finishing your chances, LUIZ DIAZ is actually been worse than Kingsley Coman and Leroy Sané, 2 guys we shipped out of this club and that we complained about all of the last couple of seasons for not taking their 1v1s, not putting away the easy chances. So, and the reason why this is so important is because if you're realizing from our games, LUIZ DIAZ, the way we're playing, he is getting a lot of chances. This is going to be a continuous trend. He can genuinely put up 20, 30. I think if he keeps getting these chances and if he just improves his finishing, LUIZ DIAZ can put up a 30-plus goal season for us this year. Genuinely. He's getting that many chances. He should probably already have, he scored 1 against Leipzig last weekend. He should have had at least a hat-trick today. That's 4. And in the Pokal, he should have had another hat-trick if we're being conservative. 7 goals. He should already have 7 goals in the first 3 games of our season. But instead, he has 2. If we're being real, he should have 8, 9. But instead, he has 2. And that's an issue. So I'm labeling this LUIZ DIAZ performance today a disaster because that's way too many missed chances now. What I'll say, I won't just bully LUIZ DIAZ. I just won't pick on him. I will say, Michael Olise, he missed 2 1v1s as well today too. Michael Olise missed some very good opportunities as well today. But the thing is about Michael Olise is he's just, the level of play is so high. He has credit in the bank last season. I'm not going to pick on him too much because we also didn't pay $75 million for him this summer. We paid $75 million for LUIZ DIAZ this summer. So I expect him to put those chances away. So I'm going to be looking very closely at our future games at LUIZ DIAZ to see, all right, bro, let's increase our efficiency in front of goal. And I don't know if the boys went there. Remember, after last game, I said, number one thing in training, everyone take a minimum 1,000 shots. Bring the physios on the pitch. Have the doctors and physios take 1,000 shots. Tell the kit room cleaner, the pitch, the groundsman, everyone come take 1,000 shots. So everyone at this club knows how to take chances, knows how to shoot, knows how to put a ball in the back of the net. And it seems that we didn't do enough training. So this week, Vincent Company, everyone minimum 2,000 shots. Players, physios, youngsters, bring their families, bring the fans watching training. Everyone minimum 2,000 shots this week. 2,000 shots. Because I'm telling you, we need our finishing to be better. And just to hit on this last point before I end the video, why do we need our finishing to be better? Well, first, we want to kill these games off as early as we can. Why? Because, first of all, we make enough chances. Game by game, we make enough chances to be killing games off by the 60th minute. Consistently. We consistently, at the start of the season, are making so many chances that we should be able, if we're clinical in front of goal, just 80, 90%, we should be killing games off by 60 minutes, and then we're able to rest players. Why is that important? Because guess what? There's a whole other drama that happened today where it looked like we're going to get Nicholas Jackson on loan. Liam Delap gets injured in the Chelsea game. They cancel the loan from Nicholas Jackson, where it looks like we have 48 hours to try and bring one or two players in this transfer window. The squad is thin. So we need to take these chances so we can kill games off, so we could take starting players off, play youngsters, play bench players, so we could keep the squad fresh. That's another aspect of it. So, listen, we got the win. Team stayed composed. We were up 3-0 at one point. I'm not really looking too much at the defensive side of things. I'm really not. If you look at that first goal, it's just a little unfortunate with Upa and Ta. They make a clean tackle and try to get the ball off him 3 times, and it just fell back to his feet, luckily, 3-4 times. Like, there isn't much you could do. You could argue, okay, someone, he shouldn't be wide open in the box like that. I agree. But Upa and Ta just got a little unlucky there getting the ball off that player, because they made 3 or 4 very good challenges to try and win the ball back. But that second goal, again, I'm not looking too much in the defensive side of things, because that second goal is all down to the Sacha Boey individual error. So, listen, Luis Diaz, disaster today. Harry Kane was great. Harry Kane got 2 assists. Kimmich was good. I mean, I thought Upa was good. Ta, a little suspect, a little lazy at times, in my opinion. Neuer was fine. Neuer did what he could. I mean, there's not much you could do with that first goal. And the second goal, there's not much you can do when Bowie's making mistakes like that. Lyman was good. Stanisic was good, in my opinion, as well. Goretzka, hit or miss. And yeah, so just we need to finish our chances more. Michael Olise and Luis Diaz. I won't just say Luis Diaz. Luis Diaz and Michael Olise today needed to do better in front of goal to kill this game off. But Luis Diaz, I'm going to say, had a disaster, because we paid $75 million for you this summer, bro, and you don't have credit in the bank in the Bayern kit like Michael Olise does from last season. So, yeah, is what it is. We got the win. We continue. We move. International break. So, company has, first of all, we have 48 hours to bring players into this team on loan, 1 or 2 players, and we're going off to an international break for a week and a half, 2 weeks. So, company can go back to the drawing board. Hopefully, our players go out and come back, no injuries. And we move in a week and a half, 2 weeks. So it's been your boy, Okage. And if we can, in the next 2 days, ship Bowie's bum ass out of this club. Ship Boey back to Galatasaray if we can, ASAP. ASAP. It's your boy, Hokage. I'll see you in the next one. Mia san mia. Peace.